5 absolutely shocking facts about buying a car in 2025. Number 1, Dad, $756. That is the average monthly payment for a new car in 2025. Number 1 out of 5 shocking facts about the car market in 2025, $756. What do you think of that, Dad?
As the headline says, is that a car payment or a mortgage payment, ladies and gentlemen? Sounds like to me, that's an absolute mortgage payment. And perhaps it doesn't even include a garage for that car payment of yours. Oh my goodness, that's getting up there, buddy.
So we are down. It's worth mentioning the all-time high new car payment, average new car payment was $795 in December of 2022. So we are down about 5% to $756. However, that is still an astronomically high average car payment each month. And again, that's your average for a new car in 2025. Shocking fact number 2 about buying a car in 2025?
Yes.
$49,740. You need to remember that number because that is the average transaction price for a new car in 2025. 50 big ones, Dad.
Excuse me? So we are $260 below the $50,000 threshold. Well, let me just say, let's not stop there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can get that number up to 60 grand. Do I hear 60? This is ridiculous.
60, 62, 64, 65, sold at $66,000. The average new car costs 50 grand. The average used car in 2025 cost $25,721. Most people probably don't know either of those numbers and will be shocked to find out they are as high as they are.
Oh my God. It's just, used car prices, average transaction prices, half of what a new car is. That is, the fact that people are spending on average nearly $50,000 for a new car with everything else involved, the cost of automobile insurance, maintenance, and everything else. That's just an astronomical number.
All right, the next number you need to know, 20%, Dad. 1 out of every 5 new car buyers has a $1,000 or more monthly payment. 20% of new car shoppers are paying $1,000 or more per month on their car payment. That's not including insurance, fuel, depreciation, maintenance costs, none of that, just the car payment. 20% paying $1,000 or more per month on their auto loan. That's shocking fact number 3 about the car market in 2025.
So if I hear you correctly, 1/5 of all people who are financing their cars have lost touch with reality because they have accepted a car payment of $1,000 or more? Oh my God, where are we headed as a species, for goodness sake?
All right, shocking fact number 4, 14%. Why is 14% important? Because that is the average APR of a used car loan in 2025. New car is a little bit better at 9%, but 14%. So if you're buying that used car, which we know the average transaction price is about half that of a new car, get ready, your average APR is 14% on that auto loan.
You know what I could live without? I could live without that loan and probably without that car. It's got to be cheaper to take a Lyft or an Uber or perhaps even, that thing called public transportation, wherever the hell you have to go.
Now, Dad, Cox Automotive has shared information about the number of people who are securing 0% financing because many people have seen, and we share this data back on caredge.com/best-deals. Lots of 0% financing offers out there. However, less than 5% of consumers are actually qualifying and getting their hands on 0% financing. And to be clear, 0% financing offers do not exist for used vehicles. That's actually why the new vehicle APR is so much lower. But there you go. APRs through the roof and very, very, very expensive in 2025. Now, the final number you need to know for 2025's car market, negative $8,485. Any guesses why that's a number you need to know in 2025?
That would be the average negative equity for, let me guess, people that did extended terms on their car loan. You know, it used to be in my day, an extended term was 72 months, but today extended terms are 84 and 96 months. So I'm guessing if you did an 84-month loan, you're looking at a heck of a lot of negative equity.
The median negative equity for those that have taken out an 84-month car loan is $8,485, which means the vehicle that they own is actually worth $8,485 less than their current loan payoff. That's called negative equity, folks. That's called you need to bring a lot of money down to the table if you want to get out of that vehicle and trade into a new vehicle. Scary number here, Dad, about 2025's car market, negative $8,485.
That is crazy. And I remember many years ago as a closer at Burge Mazda Volkswagen in beautiful Mesa, Arizona. And I remember presenting payments to people, and people would say, well, how long's that term? And I would go, well, it's based on 60 months, but if you needed extended terms, I'm sure we could get you 72 months. 72 months is probably pretty close to an average car loan today. So extended terms of 84 or 96 months is pure lunacy on the part of the consumer who would agree to that. Now, I understand that's the only way to get to a payment that they feel is comfortable on a monthly basis, but you can see by the amount of negative equity associated with those type of loans that it is not in your financial best interest to do something like that.
Now, folks, the way to get the best deal in 2025 is quite simple. It's called knowledge is power. And as my dad likes to say, applied knowledge is power. So go ahead, do your research. You know, these stats that we shared today are pretty damn shocking. So let those sit with you for a second, but then go do your research, go get educated, watch some of our videos, our role play videos, for example, Dad, on how to negotiate. Go do all of your homework before you go to buy that vehicle in 2025, because holy cow, man, it is scary what's going on out there. And there's a lot of people who potentially could get taken advantage of. So definitely do your research, definitely be empowered, and applied knowledge is power.
Yep. Do yourself a favor. Know what you can afford. Stay within your budget, and don't fall for anything that's outside of that budget. CarEdge Concierge, the revolutionary way to buy your next car. You tell us what you want, and our team of experienced concierges goes to work on your behalf. They source the vehicle, negotiate the price, and make arrangements to have it delivered to you directly. Never set foot in a car dealership again. CarEdge.com/concierge to learn more about how you have the power to save both your time and money. Let the car buying revolution begin at CarEdge.